I'm FNGR. It's second Christmas. I've had a series of people like today's main dish, first Conquer 9, then Fandom Menace. The first being Conquer 9 who ended up leaving after I beat the crap out of him, and then two, a guy who begged me to leave him alone and tried to go, but FNGR friendship! And said he became friends with Fire Ellipsis. Here, give a listen.
People I've actually made fun of, they actually have forgiven me for that, and I'm actually kind of friends with them.
They're pretty cool about people. That dude. He's been sending me DA posts about this recently on PM. I'm not so sure about him forgiving you.
This does not sound like a man being a friend. Do forgive my bitchy-ass attitude. I think you want nothing to do with me, which is fine, but I think you said you wanted to be friends, so I'd get out of your way. So I thought I'd offer you some healthy alternatives. Again, Mister Metokur, I've been told you like a good fight. I've also been told that H-Hand blows you. And I see Armored Skeptic there in your comments. Oh, what the hell. I think I'll patron smacking you around on YouTube. Let's see what you can do, kiddo.
Welcome one and all to the 8th episode of Tumblr. Wait a minute. This isn't Tumblrisms, this is Deviants. The first, Oh
yeah, stating the obvious, repeating it. I can totally see why the Armored Skeptic beats off to you. Please, continue.
Exact. This is pump me up. And that's not a euphemism. That is not a euphemism for being excited. You may be asking yourself, as you slowly unzip your pants because you know what's coming, Jim, why would we be looking at DeviantArt?
You're right. I'm not excited, and judging by your background, I could see that you have a sick snuff fetish, much like the Fandom Menace.
I'm here to talk about something I see on DeviantArt so much, and it angers me.
Is this going to be an art critique? Because that would be totally topical.
It angers me to the point where it brings my piss to a boil and makes my eyes turn red. And this is the question that many little emo faggots on DeviantArt ask their watchers 24/7, should I kill myself? I'm going to give you guys some advice. If you ever see someone on DeviantArt asking if I should kill myself, tell them. No one would care if you did or not. Because you're on DeviantArt. Everyone here doesn't give two shits about it.
I'm not even a minute in and I can already tell I'm going to make short work out of this ass junkie.
It refers to inflation, and I'm not talking about the monetary kind. I'm talking about a very special kind of inflation that's only found in the minds of degenerate motherfuckers.
Oh my god, it's almost like you found it on the website, named for degenerate motherfuckers! Oh wait, it's called DeviantArt! What were you expecting to see, Sally? Psalms? Hymns? Do you go into McDonald's and order health food, you fucking retard?
To go on to DeviantArt and just do a search, you would get 139,008 results for inflation, along with the knowledge that God is dead.
Yep, another Armored Skeptic faggot whining about God being dead, because his life sucks. Well, I'm a Catholic puddin', let's dance.
Bonus, make sure to click on that box that says, make mature content visible, because you want it to be as awkward as fucking possible when your parents walk into the room as you're looking at this. By simply just scrolling through the results that you get, even with the mature content filter off, you get a good idea of what you're dealing with. Now, a few thoughts are going to cross your head as you're looking through this cornucopia of artistic talent. The first probably being, why on God's earth did I ever search up inflation?
If you'll notice, he's never even answered his own question. No, really, why would you? I'm assuming some jaded people who got into porn way too early in their life got numb to the overall basic crap, had to keep upping the ante to get a kick. Now, let's be honest. That's the fault of all the heathens and the atheists, making it way too easy to explore and find their true selves. People like you and the Armored Skeptic are responsible for all this shit because a bunch of neckbeards put themselves at the center of the universe where there are no spiritual no-nos. This is your fucking fault.
On DeviantArt, that's going to quickly be followed by a sense of deep, deep shame. And that is how it should be.
Or you could not look up inflation. See, I'm told by idiots just like you, about them thar SJWs on Tumblr. But then the thing is, unless I go looking for a handful of snippets from the same 20 memeable assholes, like Trigglypuff over here or this crazy bitch, I can go my whole life without dealing with them. Fancy that! It's almost like sticking your hand in a toaster fucking hurts.
Thought that'll probably cross your mind as you're looking through this is a bit of awestruck wonder. That there are actually people in the world that masturbate to this, no matter how fucked up your fetish is.
As opposed to that snuff fetish of yours, okay, back when I was 21, I dated a furry, and I quickly found out a rainbow of VCL-themed fetishes such as unbirth, vor, growth. There's a fetish for passing on diseases, like giving and getting deadly diseases. Kind of like your mom did when she gave you to the world. That's a kink. I can actually see you being into that one.
How embarrassing it may be to you, there is somebody out there that gets turned on by this, so feel a little better about yourself.
I sure as fuck don't need some godless simpleton to tell me how to think. Is it weird? Well, that's what a fetish is. By definition, a fetish is something that's supposed to be abnormal. I better be careful. If I make this too obvious, the Arbor skeptic is going to want to blow me too. Anyone else find it weird that the Catholic is asking people to be open-minded? Some people like big women or big men. I suppose we could look down on fat people. Well, I'm sure your mom would be thrilled by you hating her. Imagine that, an edgy faggot on YouTube with mommy problems. I'm shocked.
Perhaps there are going to be a few people out there that are just dense as pig shit and can't really get what this is about. Well, think back to when you were a kid. Do you remember when your parents used to tell you to eat your vegetables to get big and strong? Well, imagine if your dad had said that while you had a massive erection. That's what inflation is.
Hey kids, the Internet Aristocrat thinks people who have an inflation fetish want to fuck their kids. Now, I know that isn't exactly what he said, but you put that close enough together for your simple-ass dumpy fuckface fans could come to that conclusion. No wonder 8chan worships you.
On DeviantArt, it's your father standing there with a huge erection thinking about you getting big.
I stand corrected. It's funny, I literally know just how scummy you are and how low before you finish your sentences. I know this is scripted, but this is pouring off so naturally, smacking you up right now. It's like I'm finally getting the chance to take the piss out of Anon. Oh, buddy boy, this has been a long time coming.
Way into this is a light bit of poetry. And as luck would have it, I just happen to have a great poem to do that. It's Inflation Day by...
No one wants to hear your cringy-ass poem reading skills. Holy fuck, you're turning into a hipster now. Honest to God, I'm not even 1/4 the way through this amalgamation of AIDS and cancer. Do you know what the baby of AIDS and cancer would say if it could talk before killing you? Mister Metokur.
I can imagine the comments they got on this wonderful piece of art, this expressive piece of literature. They must have been just inundated with people throwing roses at their feet.
I don't have to, cunt boy, because, like a sane, rational person, I skipped it. Do you know the difference between you and your prey? Everyone has something that makes them repulsive, that makes them ugly, that makes them undesirable. You, my little cringe king, have wrapped himself up in all of those things, woven up into a fine robe, and draped it along your arms. Your parents must be proud. Can you imagine, guys? Honey, dinner's ready. Mom, I'm talking shit to cringy motherfuckers on DeviantArt. But honey, it's chicken tendies and tater tots. Oh boy, chicken tendies and tater tots. You better run down those stairs, boy.
Forest Girl 123 from February 25th, 2013. Haha, this is the funny side I've heard of it. Good one. Do you think that Yoshi gets embarrassed when he poos out eggs in front of Mario? Sorry if that offends anyone, but I thought it was a funny thing. Haha.
Like, do you enjoy repeating this shit? Like, explain this to me. Does acting like a 16-year-old edgelord who swims in an actual bowl of autism, yes, an actual bowl, i.e. your channel, as it feeds and nurtures you, you edgy 16-year-old, bring you joy?
Master Mindtaker is a well-established member of the DeviantArt community. They've been a deviant for 9 years. 9 years they've been doing this. If you just take a look at their...
I'm sorry, I can't tell if it's the topic matter that you're covering or your attitude, which is basically you being a massive cunt slathered in wretched, decayed, 3-day-old, rotted cunt sauce. I can't do this anymore. So this is what I'm gonna do. Like when I did with Fandom Menace, you me, hard as you can. You go off and slap the shit out of me. I highly suspect you won't because I noticed that Fandom Menace got all brave on your Twitter. Oh, hillbilly boy, when your hero here doesn't pipe up, I'm about to make an example out of your ass. See you soon!
There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mom tailor sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only things a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he is satisfied is when he is all drunk.